what's working for me, I wanted to share it with you guys, and I learned this from Ray Higdon, so I definitely can't take credit. But there's a blog post of his if you want to utilize it. It's got a video in there, and you can check it out. Just type in Ray Higdon launching in a new country. But this is going to be the breakdown for Maskcara and what's been working for me. Kind of translate that for you guys. So I'm going to tell you the steps, the exact steps. And again, I'm sorry that this is so early. I didn't say that already. Not again. I'm sorry that this is early, but it's better that I do this and y'all catch the replay if that's what it takes, because you'll have more time to utilize this, and that will be more helpful to you. Because, I mean, obviously you don't just have the 25th, but if you can be leveraging it now and then teaching this to them, so that they can leverage the time that they have between now and then. You can already have people who have teams before they ever even start, or potential customers before they even start, which is what I've been doing. And so here, I'm going to give you steps in order, the order that you should do this, okay? So if you have questions, just feel free to ask, and I will do my best to respond to them. Okay, so number one, you need to think in your brain, like, who do you know? You need to be talking to your team, asking them, who do they know? Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know that may know somebody in Canada? Who can you reach out to? Your team, your friends, your family, your Facebook friends, your Instagram followers, your customers. You need to be reaching out to them, and it does not matter. And you need to say, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hey, their name. Don't just say, hey, Sally, I'm so excited. We are fixing to launch in Canada for customers and artists. And I was just wondering, do you know anybody in Canada? Because this would be a huge opportunity for them, whether they wanted to be an artist or maybe look at it, or they wanted to try the makeup, because like, literally, this is going to be awesome. And you just talk human to them. Don't forget that you're human. Say it like you would say it to your best friend or to somebody on your team. Don't think of some crazy thing to try to say to them that makes you sound like a robot. Just ask them, hey, Sally, I'm so excited. Listen, even send a voice message. If it's people you know, like your friends on Facebook, your Instagram people, whatever, utilize the video feature or the voice message feature and say, let them hear your voice. Hey, Sally, I'm so excited. We're fixing to launch in Canada on Monday. And I just want to know, maybe if you knew anybody in Canada, like, I'm trying to think of anybody I can ask, because this is such a big opportunity for them to try the makeup or even check out the artist program, because the people who started on day one, so many of them say that that's a big factor in their success. And I want to talk to as many people as I can. So if you know anybody, please please just make a group chat and introduce me. I would love to talk with them. And if you help me, if you can think of anybody, I'm going to put your name in a drawing, and somebody's going to win. I'm going to pick 3 winners of a blush color or something. But give them some incentive why it's going to help them, because it can't just be all about you, right? So if you have party rewards and you can do that, or even put some skin in the game, you guys, it's not going to kill you to buy 3 eyeshadows or something. But make sure there's more than one winner, and people will be more likely to think of somebody. They will, and even if you think they don't know anybody, or that's a dude, who cares, okay? Ask them anyway, because you don't know who they know. You may think you do, but you don't know, okay? So that's step 1. Go through, like I said, in order. Your team first, then your friends and family, then your customers, and then your Facebook friends and your Instagram followers, okay? You need to do this. That's what you need to do first. In order. Do not skip. Do not skip to number 2 or 3. Do these in order, because this is the order that's been most effective for me. This is the order that Ray suggests to do it. And it works, you guys. It works. He doesn't say anything about the giveaway. It's something that I came up with, and it works, because if you give them a reason that's going to benefit them, if you tell them that there's something in it for them, guess what? They're more likely to give you some help, right? Because why else would they? People are walking around thinking, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? And the way that I think is, how can I help them? If they're going to help me, I want to help them. And so that's what you do. So number 2 is going to be mentioning it in your marketing. Okay, we're all marketing, okay? Whether you do live videos, which you should be doing live videos, guys. Remember that, okay? You should be doing posts. You should be doing all kinds of stories. You should be doing these things. And so mention it. It doesn't have to be a big, long spiel about it. You could be talking about how to bake a cake. And at the end of the video, be like, oh, by the way, you guys, it don't have anything to do with baking a cake, but I'm so excited. We are launching in Canada on Monday, pre-launch for customers and new artists. If you know anybody or if you're from Canada, I'd love to chat with you. Zero pressure. Just send me a message. And I'm going to give you guys a little hack. Are you ready for this? Because it's brand new. Not many people know about it. Do you want to know the hack? I know you do. I know it's so early. Nobody's here, but I know you want to know. So let me tell you what it is. So you go to your profile on Facebook, okay? Because remember, we're still kind of on Facebook. So you go to Facebook, go to your profile, you look at it. It'll say like edit, it'll say something, and then it'll say like more. You click more, and then it'll say copy profile link. Copy it. Go to your notes, paste it. And so it'll say facebook.com/whatever, okay? Whatever comes after that slash, that whatever, copy that, okay? And then type m.me, make a /, okay? m.me / and then paste whatever was after that forward on facebook.com/whatever, that's the link to your profile. Whatever's after that /, paste that after that m.me /, and then you can put that in your posts or in your lives, and people can click it, and it'll pop up your bubble head for Messenger, and they can just type it. So it links them to you. So I'm going to type mine in the comments so that y'all can see what I'm talking about, if it'll let me. Well, maybe. Oh, yeah, here we go. Whoops, sorry, I turned my thing around. I'll turn it back around a sec. Oh, crap. That's not what I've got pasted. But, okay, so that's not going to work, you guys. I'll have to... m.me, whatever is after that forward. Let me turn the thing back around. So, again, go to your Facebook profile. It'll say edit, it'll say whatever, and it's right at the top, and it'll say more. Click more. Copy profile link. Facebook.com, and then go to your notes, paste it. It'll say Facebook.com /, and something will be after that /. Copy what's after that /, not the / itself, just what's after, okay? And then type m.me / and then paste that. And you can save that in your notes and copy it and put it in your posts or in your lives, where your call to action is people to message you. They can just click it and it'll automatically take it to Messenger. Okay, and so you may just mention things. So this is called high profits. What I'm fixing to teach you is called high profit mumbling. And so you may not even say anything like what I just said. You may not be talking about a cake and saying, hey, by the way, nothing to do with making a cake, but I'm so excited. We're fixing a pre-launch in Canada on Monday, the 25th, for artists and customers. I'm so excited. If you know anybody or you're from Canada, just message me. I would love to meet them or talk to you. Zero pressure, whatever. Instead of doing that, you could even say something like you're talking about something. Maybe you're doing a live topic on makeup, and you can be like, oh man, that reminds me of yesterday in that event that we had on Facebook about the pre-launch for Canada. Anyway, that was such a good video. She gave such a good tip, and you could just keep doing that. So here's the tip that she done, and show it, but you really didn't say, oh, here, message me or whatever. Like, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But this, it just brings it up without bringing it up, and then people would say, you mentioned something about they could message you. Click that little m.me thing, right? And message you and be like, you said something about pre-launching in Canada. What? What was that? And you can be, and then you'll be like, oh, yeah, so we're pre-launching in Canada. I can send you some details about it if you'd like, if you're open to it, and if not, no big deal. And that's it. Or Yes, we're pre-launching in Canada. I didn't even think about it, but yes, we are. Do you know anybody in Canada, or are you from Canada? Like, if you don't already know. And then if they say, yeah, I know somebody, oh my gosh, please create a group chat. And if you do, I'll put you in this drawing for 3 eyeshadows, 3 winners, whatever. And then they'll put you in a group chat and introduce you, and then you can talk to the person. And all you do, if they do that, is you say, hey, nice to meet you. So you know that you have an awesome friend. Kelly is awesome. I'm so glad she introduced us. She thought you may benefit from either the makeup or the artist program. So I'm with a new makeup company, and we are launching in Canada on Monday. And if you're open to it, I'd love to send you some information. And if not, no big deal. But I'm trying to talk as many people as I can, because I know that the people who got to start on day one, most of them have said that's a big factor in their success. And I'm just trying to share that with everybody. And that be that. Okay? So you're talking like a person. You are treating them like a human, and you're doing it, man. Okay? Okay. So again, and you can do that with anything. It doesn't necessarily just have to be about Canada. So maybe it's your team. So maybe you are at the nail salon, say, and you're like, and you're talking, and you're like, yeah, me and my team talked about that last night. Maybe they say something like, your team? What do you mean? Is it like sports? Oh, no. I work from home, and I have a team, and we'd love to have you on the team. Like, if you want to check it out, I can share it with you. Whatever. But it's not necessarily coming out and saying, hey, if you want more information, it's just, or it's kind of like a curiosity post without saying it. You're just saying, you're just bringing it up in conversation and nonchalantly going on about your business. And if people reach out and ask about it, then awesome. Or if they talk back in person, awesome. And then you can move from there. Okay? Okay. So again, number 1 is who do you know and all of those things. Number 2 is mentioning in marketing, whether it is the high profits mumbling or straight out saying, reach out to me if this looks like something for you. If this sounds like you. And you can go to my post. I'm kind of posed like this, and I'm a weirdo. And you can read it, and you can see kind of what I said. And that was a dead on, straight on post. Like, let me get you. And you can kind of get ideas of what I said. Please don't copy it for verbatim, because what I say may not be what you say. And we'll talk about that next week. Okay, so the next thing is search functions. Okay, I'm going to put my notebook down now. So, do not skip and do this first. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Do not skip and do this first. Please. Do it in order. So, search functions, hashtags on Instagram, the ones that are used the most, the ones that are used in this context, the ones that are used the most. So when you're searching the ones that are used the most, you can search any kind of hashtag. Be creative. Think of them. Search them out. Canadian, whatever, right? Doesn't matter. Whatever you are. Canadians, like for me, Canadian sober mom or whatever. That's what I am. And so I could search that and find people like me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then, of course, Facebook, okay? You can search the hashtag. You can search Canada. You can search for groups. You can join Facebook groups. And don't just join the ones that have the word makeup in them. Don't just choose those. Choose the ones that are like you, right? U.S. and Canada moms, or U.S. and Canada women rocking sobriety. I don't know, but join the groups that are more specific to you, because you're more than just the makeup. And those people who relate to you and you meet in there, that's where you're going to find people. And so what you're going to do if you do find these hashtags in these groups, so you're going to go through the hashtags and you're going to see people and you're going to check out their stuff. It's going to take some time, you guys. It happens. It's what you're supposed to do. And you're going to follow some people that you think you resonate with. You're going to check out some feeds. If you resonate, you're going to follow it. You're going to like some of their posts. Okay? Maybe you do that whatever. And then in a couple days you say, oh my gosh, I just realized you were from Canada. You message them. I just realized you were from Canada. My company is launching on Monday, pre-launching for new artists and makeup. And I don't know if you care anything at all about makeup, or I see that you're really talented with makeup, depending on who the person you're talking to is, okay? But if you're open to it, I'd like to send you some more information. And if not, it's not a big deal at all. Have a great day. Thank you for your time. Whatever. But always say open, not interested, and say, if not, no big deal at the end, okay? Always, always, always. And then in the groups, what do you do in the groups? You don't go in there and make a post and say, oh, Canada's launching. No, that'd be like somebody making a post saying, USA, we're launching in USA, new home opportunity. We would be like, what? Okay. Kudos, I guess. And we would scroll the crap on. We would scroll on. No, so don't do that. So what you do is you go in there and maybe you ask a question. Or you start answering questions that have been asked in the group. So impact comes from value. And you know what you get when you give value and impact? You get money. Okay? So that's attached to me. So like if I'm giving value to people, I'm teaching them, I'm educating them, I'm making them laugh, I'm making them feel better, I'm helping them make money. All these things, that gives me money. So I don't get money if I don't do these things. So just making a mass weirdo post in a group where nobody knows me, that'd be like me walking in a party, I know no one. Y'all wanna join the artist program? They're like, what the heck are you talking about? Who is this? Who is that? But if I go in there and I hear somebody talking about something that I know the answer to or know a suggestion for, and I'm like, hey, I know you don't know me, but you can totally do this, and that's worked for me. They're going to be like, oh, well, she's pretty cool. I like that. What's your number? Or they're going to, like on Facebook context, they're going to friend you. They're going to want to be your friend. They're not going to care. And so if somebody sees your message or they heart your message or whatever, or your comment, then you can go to their profile. You can friend them if they don't friend you. And then you can start loving on their posts. And once you've interacted with somebody a couple times, then it's okay if you message them. It's not okay to just message them for the sake of messaging them and looking like a freaking weirdo. Okay? There are ways you can do that. And that's okay, but in this context, we're not doing that because we're doing something different. We're doing it a better way, okay? Last thing, if I don't suggest doing this unless you have a Facebook page that has a lot of people on it, okay? And by a lot, I don't mean 100,000. I just mean like 500 or more, okay? And if you do not have this, do not create one. And I'm not telling you to post on it if you have 500 or more. It's really not worth it, okay? Unless you're running ads. And the only reason to ever run an ad is to spend money, be able to spend more money on ads. So if you're not doing that, don't do it. But if you do have a page that is got a lot of engagement, then you can run an ad. But I don't recommend it for just everybody. So maybe you can tell me your example of your page and see if that's okay before you do it. But that should be the last thing you do. And you should not have time to do that by Monday if you go through these steps in order. I'm just telling you, you should not have time to create an ad if you do the steps in order between now and Monday. There's no way you should have time for that. And you shouldn't do it anyway unless you have that platform. I've not done that, okay? I've got about 1,000 people on a page. I don't care. I don't care. I've not done it. I'm not going to do it as of now. And I've done the other 3 things. And that's what I'm continuing to do. So those people that I've followed and that I've met in groups, I'm cultivating these relationships so that before then I can ask them. And even if it's after then that I ask them, so what? If you don't get one person on Monday, there's no need to beat yourself up. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end all be all, okay? Understand that. Whether it's a new artist or a customer. And this is for people trying to build a team or big customer base, just so we're clear. Okay? But if you don't get a person to join on Monday, so what? There's plenty of time. And do you realize how many people are actually in the U.S.? I'm just trying to help you utilize it if that's what you want to do. Because there's ways to do it. And then, if you do have people interested, you should be teaching them. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You should be talking to all of them, telling them to leverage the time that they have. And here is how you do it. Here's some information you can send people if they're open to it. This is what you say to ask people if they're open. And if not, no big deal. This is how you can post this in your stories and see if people are interested in it. You need to be coaching them now to leverage the time that they have between now and then. And I've been coaching my people now for over a month to get people. And you know how many people I had from Canada the day that they said that there was going to be like, it was going to pre-launch on X date? One person is all that I'd met. One that has been waiting to sign up for, actually two, but one decided to go with another artist. So what? Right? So what? So one is what I had. And do you know what I taught her? Is to talk to everybody. And I helped her and I coached her. And you know what happened? Now, we as a collective, between what I've done and what she's been doing, we have a group of just Canadian people. Some are going to be customers and some are going to be artists, of like 60 people. And some may not do anything. But it went from one to that because I followed these steps and I taught what I was doing to the people that I was talking to that were on board with it. I'm like, awesome. Okay, so you're up for it. Let's go. Let's do it. This is what we got to do. We need you to start talking to your family and friends about this because this is a big flipping deal, okay? I wish I knew beforehand so that I could leverage the time that I had to get people on board and have a team the day that I joined. So let's get you started. Here's what you can post in your stories. Here's what you can say to people in Messenger. Here's what you can do. And here's the information to Maskcara HQ that tells them all the things they know if they're open to taking a look at more information. And that's really all you say. Are you open to taking a look? And if not, no big deal. That's what I tell them to say to their friends, whether they're in the U.S. or Canada. That's what I tell them. And that is it. There is no big long vomit spiel. There is no whatever. I might send them the link to the Maskcara story that's on my YouTube. Or I might send them how to hack the easy version or whatever that's on my YouTube. But not until they've agreed that they're open to taking a look at it. So make sure that you go through these steps in order. Sorry, you guys. Make sure that you go through the steps in order that I've gave you. Please do not skip steps. Do not jump the gun. If you do it in order the way that I've suggested, you will see results, okay? And you have to talk, like you're not going to talk to one person and it's going to work. You're going to have to talk to quite a bit of people. And there's plenty of people between those steps. There's so many people that you can talk to. You just got to be willing to put in the work. And it is going to be work. But guess what? Can you imagine? So ask yourself, what would your business look like if you recruited 10 people, a person, and another person who had 5 people under them each on Monday? What could your business transform into? Right? So is it worth the work? For sure, it's worth the work. Okay? But don't skip steps. Make sure that you watch this from the beginning. Make sure you do it in the order that I suggested. Make sure you take the secret tip that I gave you guys that very few people know about and use it. Use it because you're going to stand out because you use it because nobody else knows about it. Maybe just very few people know that this even exists. So use it in your post so that people can find it, do things easily, message you easily because easy is what people want. If you're not aware, they want simple and easy. And for the love of God, oh, it's okay, Sonny. And for the love of God, when you enroll these people, I don't know what kind of system you have set up, but here's what I'm going to suggest to you. If you do enroll people, do not add them to 40 million groups. Do not give them 50 trainings they need to watch before they do anything. Okay? Tell them, yeah, this is like the same information that you'll share if you decide you want to do it, before they look at the information, if they agree that they're open. Because number one, they're going to look at the information like, can I share this with somebody else? And number two, you're going to teach them duplication. And that's something that a lot of leaders don't understand. And I want you to understand that not everybody's going to build, but the ones who want to need a duplicatable way to do that. And if all you tell them, you can check out the trainings later, but for right now, let's work on getting your money back. And this is what you do. You share the same information that I shared with you. That's it. You do the same thing I done. They don't need to know all the things. They have a leader. They have a team. They have you to lean on for color matching, for anything they have questions with. They do not need to know all the things in order to make a move, to take action.